Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Last Word Sports. Going to give you my top 10 edge players in this draft class that I watched. I watched a couple, probably about 15. These were the 10 that I thought were the best. Some of them are based on potential. Some of them are based on just how they are right now. So it's kind of like all over the place, but you got to hang with me. I'll just go through them real quick. Number 10, I got Brenton Cox Sr. out of Florida. One thing that impressed me about this dude is his speed. I mean, he doesn't do a whole lot stopping the run. Like, he has effort, but he doesn't do a whole lot there. But one thing about him is he is fast enough to really catch any quarterback in the game. Does he know a lot of pass rush moves? Yeah, he can get around the edge sometimes. So, but I like his speed, and I think it's something that he might be able to develop on and be a decent player. Next, I got Lucas Van Ness. I know everyone loves him. Why do you have him so low? He's a bull in a china shop. He has no idea what he's doing. Which you might say, oh, then why don't you think he'll be good when he knows what he's doing? Well, here's the thing. We see that every year with all these prospects. They don't really know what they're doing yet, but when they do figure it out, well, how many times do those guys actually figure it out? Rarely. I'm speaking from like experience with my team's prospects, all right? So Lucas Van Ness at 9, yeah, he only knows a bull rush, and I'm tired of guys who only know a bull rush. And it's not even like a good technical bull rush. If you watch AJ Epinesa, he knew how to lock out his arms and push the top of the dude that he was going after. Lucas Van Ness just goes. And yeah, it's impressive, but that's why I have him here for potential, because as a player right now, he's not the greatest. Next, I got Isaiah Foskey, another guy who apparently last year's film was better than this year's. This year's was not great, but he's just an athletic freak, so I have him this high. He's got a lot of potential, but he doesn't know a whole lot of moves. I don't know, but he could develop, so that's why I have him this high, because of his potential, along with Lucas Van Ness. Number 7, I got Derek Hall. Derek Hall is a guy for Auburn who he has flashes of really good pass. He has flashes where he kind of, I don't want to say he kind of reminds me of Von Miller a little bit. He doesn't remind me of Von Miller because, like I said, it's flashes. Von Miller was all day, every day. But Derek Hall, he does have some nice pass rush moves. He was at the Senior Bowl. You can tell he's got a little bit more age on him when he pass rushes. He's got a little bit more experience when he does it. So that's why I like Derek Hall, and I got him at 7. Number 6, I got Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith, I know a lot of people are higher on him, and I like him. Just I like the guys above him better. Nolan Smith is the pass rusher out of Georgia. He is a pretty good pass rusher. He's also actually pretty good against the run, and people knock him for that, but I really don't know why. He can also drop back into coverage, too, so it's kind of like a jack of all trades. But I like Nolan Smith. He was one of the best pass rushers on that D-line. There's just guys above him that I like better. So I have him at number 6. Number 5, Felix Anudike-Uzomah out of Kent State. Felix is a really good pass rusher. He knows how to use his arms, how to use his hands, and how to get bend and leverage. He's really good. He's just technically one of the best in this class. He's probably second in this class technically with his hands. And that's why I really like him. That's why I have him this high. Like, Nolan Smith is a better athlete, but Felix is, and he just measured out well at the combine. He's just technically sound. Number 4, I got BJ Ojulari. Ojulari, just like his brother Aziz, has got a ton of speed. Aziz, I feel like, was better a little bit with power, but he was also, Aziz didn't have the killer spin move that BJ has. BJ can rip around the edge, or he can fake there, hit you with a spin move, get inside. He has a plethora of speed moves he can use. He's kind of light. He's very light. You're going to have to give him a peanut butter sandwich and beef him up a little bit. But I really do like BJ Ojulari, and I think he can be a special pass rusher at the next level. I mean, just watch him go to a team like the Ravens and then turn him into like a 12-sack-a-year player. But yeah, like BJ Ojulari, and he's number 4 on my list. Number 3, not a lot of talk is going around about this guy. There's more talk about Lucas Van Ness. But my number 3 guy, I think, will end up being a top 20 pick in the NFL draft. People are starting to talk about him more now, especially after Senior Bowl, and that is Will McDonald. Will McDonald was coaching malfeasance. Like, there's nothing else you can say about it. The man is built like an edge. He's like 240. It's just a little light for an edge. But he has incredible length, like stupid good length, and he is an incredible athlete. And they put this man playing 4-eye inside. Why? I don't know. But every time, even inside, he was a good player inside. But anytime he had the opportunity to rush outside, he'd whoop the guy with him. in front of him. I think playing inside gave him that sense of physicality that helped him also excel on the outside, but he is so fast. He is technically pretty good. He has a nice outside move. He can win inside. He's got good hands, very quick. I love Will McDonald. I think he's going to start shooting up draft boards. Number 2, I got Tyree Wilson. This one, he is like just oozing with potential. That's the thing about him. Like, he's super tall. Something weird about Tyree Wilson that I'd never seen before, and it's going to sound real weird, so you gotta stay with me. He leads with his feet. I'm not saying his feet are in front of him where he goes, because you gotta have shoulder pads forward and all that. But he plans with his feet, and his hands are the accessories. I've never seen a player like usually players will follow their hands. He'll be like, I'm gonna step this way and go inside, and then if the tackle reaches out for him, he'll swipe the hands. So he follows his feet. It's really weird. If you actually watch for it, you'll see what I'm talking about. He actually has an interesting like Euro step move. Is kind of interesting. But he's got stupid length on his arms. Like his long arm rush is the best in the class. So I got Terry Wilson at 2. Number 1 though, no surprise, I got Will Anderson. Will Anderson is the highest floor of anybody in this class. I don't think he has the highest ceiling. I'd probably say that goes to Tyree Wilson. But I do think Will Anderson is going to be a just good player. I think he's the most surefire first round pick in this draft. And you're at least getting probably like a 10 to 12 sack a year guy. He'll never be that 18 to 22. No, people rarely are. But he'll be a solid pass rusher, one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. At least like a really solid situational pass rusher for you. I think he's more than that. He led the Bama defense. I think he can lead an NFL defense. Just all around, everyone's giving good marks to him, including Saban. So Will Anderson, highest floor of anyone in this draft. But that's my list. Again, number 1, Will Anderson. 2, Tyree Wilson. Number 3, Will McDonald. 4, B.J. Ojulari. 5, Felix Enudike Uzama. 6, Nolan Smith. 7, Derek Hall. 8, Isaiah Foskey. 9, Lucas Van Ness. Duck from people throwing stuff at me. Number 10, Brenton Cox Sr. So that's my group of defensive ends / edges. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button, whatever. Just subscribe. Yeah, have a good one.